everyone, welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't know how this video has been up on our channel for the longest time. I didn't even see that gag. Like, I've been scrubbing through it, never saw it.
Okay, I'm kidding. We're not doing Sonic 06 today. We're doing the good Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic
Aw.
Genesis for the Game Boy Advance?
Wait, the good Sonic the Hedgehog was Sonic 06. Your opinion is wrong.
Rodolus could tell you. He could recount his entire experience.
Well, wait, what happened? Oh, that was the, okay.
The demo started
The demo
playing, I
Demo?
pressed start.
Honestly, the demo and the gameplay look so similar, right? Not like these modern games where they're trying to trick you. No, this is like you thought you were playing the game just a moment ago. Mainly because I have no agency, and you're doing the exact same thing the demo's doing.
Yeah.
Not like
I
I
do
would.
that so
like,
often.
there's just a thing where every single time I introduce somebody to Sonic 1, specifically Sonic 1, not Sonic 2 or 3, where they just let the title screen play, and then they think they're playing the game in the demo, and I don't know why. Every single time.
It's so realistic.
A lot of times when I boot up Sonic 1, I'll let the title play too long, and then I'll press start, but it won't register. And then the demo starts playing, and it's not until I try to jump that I realize, hey, I'm not in control.
Well, that's the state of video games today. You win.
In this essay, I will deconstruct all of modern game design in the Sonic 1 essay.
We will be covering Uncharted. We will be covering the Mario franchise and Special Zones in particular. In all of these
Covering
games.
The Last of Us and its special stages.
And how The Last of Us is really a tie-in for the Sonic 3D world. 3D Blast? Absolutely.
When you're low on YouTube revenue and you need to quickly get a video out.
No, no. Quickly get a video out. That video would at least be 5 hours long.
Well, you need something to talk about, and you need that clickbait.
Hey, you need that revenue. It's a quick 5-hour video talking about nonsense like special.
Is Ellie secretly Elise?
Oh no.
That's something we never want to connect to.
Doesn't even begin to make sense.
It's like, wait. Maybe the Sonic world takes place hundreds upon thousands of years after the Cordyceps outbreak, and Ellie is maybe Elise is a descendant.
I thought Pikmin took place after the outbreak.
A lot of things take place after the outbreak. Essentially, you know Mushroom Hill? That's the last stronghold of the Cordyceps. You see, the Cordyceps Queen, yes, I'm calling it now, there's going to be like a major villain in the game that is going to be like a mushroom person, but it's sentient, and it's the Queen of the Cordyceps, and you have to fight her and take her place. That's what Ellie's goal is.
So they evolved into Pikmin, and then Pikmin evolved into mushrooms.
Yes. I mean, the way you say that sounds kind of incredulous, but it's obvious if you look at the facts.
See, the Cordyceps Queen, but we don't, the reason why nobody's infected in Sonic and Knuckles is because everyone's built an immunity to it. It's been thousands of years.
They're animals. No, none of the animals were affected by the Cordyceps virus in-game. So going on that logic...
And that's why maybe that's why Angel Island is floating. They wanted to take it away from the rest of society.
I thought that was Texas. I thought that Angel Island was an allegory for Texas. I could be wrong. Isolated, has one dude on it, guarding a gem. Okay, the analogy's breaking down, but you get what I'm trying to say.
That video game Historia, we'll finish it sooner or later.
Thank you, video
Sooner or
game
later,
Historia.
no, we're finishing it tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
See, the theory was already there. We already figured it out as of, yesterday. And now we're gonna be like, okay, The Last of Us, the reason why everyone thinks that it's the best video game isn't because of it's a good game on its own merits. No, it's because secretly, subliminally, it was telling you that it was
origin of
connected
all
to every
games.
single video game ever created.
Oh.
It's the origin of all games. It's the first in the timeline.
The first in the timeline, yes. And you thought it was Pong because you're a plebeian.
You know what you should have said? It's like, you thought it was
No,
Pong.
Pong's the last
because
in the
you were a bullet.
timeline. Pong's so far in the future to where society just is so digitalized that everything just is no longer needed. So what remains of life just plays Pong all day long.
We are Pong. Everyone is Pong. All is everyone. Yes, and because Pong is so advanced, it went from being digital to analog again. We don't need computers. All is Pong. Pong is actually the name of the operating system that runs
Everything is
reality.
Pong in the future.
When you can't live or die, what do you need besides Pong?
All is Pong.
Pong is love, Pong is
See-
life.
Absolutely. Bisk
We're
gets it.
skipping that moment in the timeline where the friggin' I was about to say the Vortex Queen from Echo the Dolphin. No, that was a rebellion against the Cordyceps Queen. But like,
Oh my
no, the Cordyceps was overthrown by the creators of Pong. See, Pong wasn't so much like Pong isn't just a game, right? It was a society. It was a political movement, and
The political movement that dared to ask the question, do we really live in a society?
Or is it all just one big game of tennis, back and forth, never changing?
A tennis society, if you will. So, I like that
So
we took
this
this.
conversation just shows how much we care about Green Hill Zone.
I mean, and pretty much all the zones coming up, I feel like it's going to be pretty much the same level of we're not even engaging with this game. You know what it is. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. What, did you expect it to be different? Did you think we were going to play a mod? Did you think that this was going to turn into Sonic 06 gameplay down the line? No! Because we are about entertainment, darn it. And since we know this game isn't entertaining,
If Tree Sapling records Sonic Adventure 1, we know that he's gonna pull that exact same joke with Emerald Coast, so now we're expecting.
yeah, it's too late to make the joke now. Cryo. He read your book.
Wait, what?
He read your book. I'm saying Cryo read Mr. Tree Sapling's book. When I said you, that's what I meant. Don't try to confuse me.
See, Rodolus, I was never trying to confuse you. You confused yourself.
I'm not confused! Don't try it, though! I can't be
No,
confused.
Rodolus,
Confusion.
you are confused. Just as the people of society were confused when the Pong movement first took place in the revolution of 1837-8.
Yeah, that one. I remember that one. I was there. And will be there. Will have been there. It's in the past and the future for me.
Well, this is a time traveler.
All is Pong, darn it.
You may wonder why 1837-8 doesn't make sense as a year. See, in the video game timeline, like, society is completely changed by the Pong era. And it's like, it's just, everything is different. Everything that you once thought you knew about the world is irrelevant. Every single thing that was considered unimportant to the way we live life changed. Like, that's why The Last of Us is the start of the timeline.
Mhm.
It's the modern day, the day we all live in. But then, this one thing,
The modern day of
Cordyceps
2012.
Queen, changed everything.
Uh-huh.
And you see, it's just like, the world changed. You went from Last of Us to friggin' Uncharted.
Not to interrupt this beats volleyball of discussion.
Wars.
What about wars?
Can't forget Call of Duty, all those endless wars.
Yeah.
They advanced
Oh, no.
technologically.
Call of Duty takes place later in the timeline. The Call of Duty timeline actually takes place, during the Sonic era.
I would like to conduct a poll for all of our viewer out there. How do you feel about this gameplay and discussion? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you wish it would go away? Would you like us to be a blind gameplay channel? Which would be preferable to you? Seriously, we're asking. Just want to know. No particular reason.
You want to? It's literally just a poll that says yes or no.
Do you love it? Yes or no? Actually, yes or yes.
Yes.
We should
yes.
literally put a
With a
straw
different
poll
column.
in the description for this video. Where it asks that.
That's gonna
And
be
the
it.
answers are yes and yes, but in caps.
Yes.
Only problem with a straw poll is those people would have to have a Twitch account in order to use it. Oh no, wait, anyone can use a straw poll. Never mind. That's why they
Yeah,
exist.
It's like, do you like it? Yes, definitely.
Or leave a
absolutely.
comment.
100%.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Or please, more Sonic. Please don't talk about the game.
Need
Please.
more Sonic in my
No,
life.
it's not even gonna be please more Sonic. It's like, all right, yes, definitely, no, yes in all caps, and then just Sonic. Sonic is the.
The answer is Sonic.
Yes.
Does that not make sense? You don't make sense. I remember when back in the day, I used to play this on my cell phone.
You used to think it was stupid because you would roll down the hills and be like, why isn't the game playing right?
No, that's when I played it on the ancient Sega system. And it was my friend, and he was like, this is a great game, it's better than Mario. I'm like, I don't see your argument. This isn't better. Sonic can't breathe underwater, and he rolls down hills. Freaking physics.
Fun fact I thought I'd found about Sonic 1. So this was recorded using the Classic Collection on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
But the Genesis original, the physics are different from literally every other port. There's some things in Spring Yard Zone that I can pull off in the Genesis version that I can't in every other port because the physics are just barely different.
That's hashtag relatable.
What?
Another poll for our fans. Who's interested in these deep dive discussions about Sonic gameplay loops?
I thought you were about to say Sonic gameplay lore.
Well, I mean, I guess that's also a thing to an extent. It's like, hey, you want to know more about... Would you like to know more about... Wow,
Hey.
we really gonna have to go all the way back? Who said this game was about speed? They were lying?
No.
Speed.
The game really is about this alien race that came back like 1,000 years ago and fused like human and animal DNA, right, Rotolis?
No. That's not even what happened. They killed all the humans using a weapon, and the side effect is that they fuse the animal and
So
human
Eggman's
DNA.
the only survivor.
No, he's a descendant of humans that did survive. So when I said all the humans died, they didn't. Some of them got mutated and turned into these creatures called overlanders, at least in that particular timeline. Which, by the,
What
whatever.
about the humans in Station Square in Central City and San Francisco's
They actually survived because those were shield cities that kept them from being killed. So they're not overlanders, they're just regular people. And
All
then,
people were killed except for all these massive cities of people.
you know, there's billions of people on the planet, so all the people on the planet, even if you had like the population of New York.
The people.
Yes, I said the pleeple. That's a new word.
Oh,
You've never heard of it?
So the people all died and the people survived.
The pleeple, you know, plebeian people, the lessers, the people who couldn't get into the sealed cities, right? Couldn't pay the price. You've seen 2012, right? Everyone got to be on those big boats. It's kind of like that, except it's not like that at all.
I mean,
But it
I
is.
saw 2012. I remember that moment in friggin' 2012 where you got like that friggin' van or whatever. They drive through this friggin' chasm and it's just like a straight line. It's like, come on, man.
Love them sound effects showing up on time. Is that because of the emulation? It's not an emulation. This is a game running on the system. Just gonna wait for that
But,
caterpillar.
And that Rotolis cares so much about Sonic Archie lore, only for it to all mean nothing.
I love every time you just find an opportunity to be really upset and mean, and you just always take it. You never take the option to just take the high road. No, because that's not what you're about. You're about being mean to me,
Rotolis
and that's
said
gonna be a
that-
problem for you later.
You guys
Rotolis
love how
can
this
relate
level's
Star
been like
Wars
5 minutes long.
Yes, I do love how it's been 5 minutes.
What about it do you love about being 5 minutes? That's my question.
It reminds me of Sonic Unleashed when you do the night levels, when it takes forever.
Well, okay, so those don't take those take much longer than 5 minutes to complete.
They take half
I would
an
not
hour.
complain about that.
And that's if you know what you're doing.
I did, or at least I thought I did.
I can accept.
Bag is Eggman going, oh my god, I just realized how.
This is the first,
Right
like,
after this.
I can only imagine if people from freaking, you know, the Sonic forums and YouTubers going back and this is their first Sonic the Hedgehog experience, right? Or like they've only grown up with modern games, like, man, this is weird. Sonic needs to get back to his roots. It's like, this is Sonic's roots. What are you talking about? This is clunky and unplayable. Well, I mean, you know, it's the first game. That's not an excuse. They need to bring back the boost formula. It's like,
No, I'm
what are you
still
talking
upset
about?
that Sega brought back the boost formula and just botched the hell out of it in Forces.
What do you mean? There was a boost formula, and then... Because I really don't understand. I really don't. I'm not trying to be difficult here. Like...
Really, Rodolus, I thought Sonic Forces was a classic Sonic game that also had modern teams.
I mean, classic Sonic is the best part about Forces.
Really? I don't agree with that one.
He has actual levels.
But Sonic didn't have... He had some. There was the... What was the
They last
jungle?
like 30 seconds. You hold down boost and you win.
Or you're like me and you die a lot.
Sega
You don't
heard
win.
boost to win, and all the new employees thought that's what the boost formula was.
I don't think that's what they thought. They thought, hey, people like it when Sonic goes
Level
fast.
takes more than a minute for modern Sonic in Sonic Forces.
Oh, what level takes more than a minute?
Exactly.
I don't know. This one.
Classic Sonic has a traditional 2 or 3 minute level for every time you play as him. Yes, the physics are
There's a
god awful.
Because modern Sonic has shorter levels, but classic Sonic has better levels.
You're playing as modern Sonic when you're playing as your little avatar dude. They say, oh, this is you. No, it's just Sonic in cosplay. Without the boost or any of his special abilities. I think they were trying out some things. And sometimes when you experiment, you fail
That
miserably.
also upset me about Forces is that the wisps are so underutilized.
But there were entire weapons based around wisps. There was the,
But you only get one at a time, and that kind of sucks.
I had one good experience with that level. What was it? Twilight Town. What was it called? I don't even know what the name of the city was.
Ghost Town.
Sunset Heights?
Oh, Sunset Heights.
That's the actual name of
Twilight
it.
Town. It's like, what was the name of that Sonic Forces level? Traverse Town.
Traverse Town, absolutely. Daybreak Town. That's one you won't even get because you didn't play that game. Anyway, but it's obviously Kingdom Hearts reference, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So yeah, like I had a fun when I had the hammer. I had the hammer, yes. And then I jumped down that corridor, and I was just flying like, ooh, more of this, please. But I guess you couldn't make it. That's not possible because.
I hate how they've abused the wisps because you know they were so great in Sonic Colors. I love the wisps in Sonic Colors. In
They were
Sonic
basic
Adventure,
power-ups.
It was a glorified cameo, and then Sonic Lost World they would gimmick hell. I've just got Sonic Lost World on the Wii U.
I never used them.
and-
Oh, you just got it?
God.
Lord.
Yes, I just got it for Christmas. I've been playing the 3DS version.
Oh, that's
Oh,
very
The
different.
wisps aren't too awful in the 3DS version.
I never used the wisps. I would always send them to no one because you can send them to people who are playing online if they happen to be online. I don't think they are online
Sonic
anymore.
Lost World for Wii U, the wisps are just so bad. You know, laser's fine. But then
The
you have
freaking
Amber-
eagle is the worst thing in the universe. It's like, why bother?
Eagle, oh my god.
You
People
say Eagle
online.
first. I think Bomb is the worst one.
Eagle is most
Well,
useful.
Bomb, I think can only get through Miiverse.
Ricky.
right?
Eagle is the most useful in like TSR. That's where it's most useful.
Eagle, though, oh my
You
god.
can shoot it at other players.
Exaggerate it. They said the thing controls like ass. No. I used Eagle. I'm like, okay, time to prove the internet wrong, and then it just nosedived into the ground. I'm like, okay, never mind. This thing
Sometimes
does
the internet
control.
is right. Anyway, that was a good episode. Thanks for watching.